Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time since we hit y'all with one of these story times, and I'm about to hit y'all with a story time. Yeah, we back with another story time. Now, this story time is we're gonna make it quick, sweet, and simple. This story time is gonna be about the time you probably read the title with a thumbnail. I was involved in a drive-by shooting. Yes, I was involved in a drive-by shooting. Now, before you get all twisted in the head, talk about something, you was involved in a drive-by shooting. What the fuck is going on? Listen, I'm gonna tell you how it went down. So this was a few years ago. Um, I ain't gonna say when, but it was a couple years ago. And as y'all know, I used to work at the nursing home. So like, I had a homeboy that came. He came from Birmingham, Alabama. He was a street nigga, but he was like on the road to like changing his life. Like we always like doing it. We always like just ghetto ass niggas, ghetto people, just just trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to work, trying to be productive out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? So we was working at the nursing home, and he came and he was working at the nursing home, and me and him, like me and him just clicked. We just became like, he was like my brother. He was older than me. He was like my older brother. But he was still with the shits though. Like he wasn't taking no shit from nobody. He knew I wasn't taking shit from nobody. And we had a home girl too, and she was the same way. Like we was all born, like I believe we was all born in like the same month. So we all had like the same sign. So we just clicked. So this particular night, you know what I'm saying, we worked the night shift. So we was, all that day we just clowning, talking like, hey, you know what I'm saying, after work we need to get up. I think we was off that weekend. So hold on a second.
All of our representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32, waiting to speak with a representative. Thank you for your patience.
All right. So this particular this particular night, like we was, I think we was off the weekend. So we was like, cause we hardly ever had like weekends off. So we was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We need to do something this weekend. Then my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? He had been working there for a while, so he had accumulated enough cash to buy him a car at the time. He had bought him a little bucket. So we ain't like me and my homegirl, we ain't had no car. So he used to like, he was like our designated driver. Like I'm not a drinker and I don't smoke no more, but he was like the designated driver. So he was like, yeah, like we need to get some drinks, and we need to just hang out. And then what I'm saying, it was Friday, so we was like gonna hang out that night and possibly do something the next night too, since we was off. So he was like, what I'm saying, I got the car, so what I'm saying, he would take us home because like I said, we didn't have vehicles, so he would like take us home when we needed rides and shit. So this particular night, he was like, we need to, let's do something. Let's get some drinks and just hang out. Let's, what I'm saying, just some regular shit. So he was like, cool. So what we did was like on our break, we pitched in some bread and we all hit the liquor store on our break, so we could have something to drink like later on. But we was hitting, I ain't even gonna lie to you, we was hitting that bottle on the clock before we got off anyway. So we would just, what I'm saying, we went to the liquor store and we got some liquor and some drinks and shit, some ice. Well, we ain't even need ice. No, we didn't get ice because we had ice inside of the kitchen. So it's getting closer for us to get off. And we what did we do? We all clocked out and we hopped in the bucket, you know what I'm saying? And we rolling. Immediately we already buzzing because we was already hitting the bottle anyway. We already buzzing. So you know what I'm saying? We just riding through the town. You know what I'm saying? We riding through the town. We listening to music. We just having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink like that, but I was drinking that night. You know what I'm saying? Because it just felt good. It felt right. I felt safe. I wasn't worried about, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't into no BS. They wasn't into no BS. We were just having a great, awesome time. So then it's getting late, and we hitting a couple corners. We going to, I think we ended up going to like his cousin house. We chilled over there, and we went somewhere else. We just was riding. Excuse me. So it's, time winding down, and we like, it's getting late. And he was like, I don't want to be riding around drunk and get pulled over when I drop y'all off, so I'm going to just take y'all to the crib. So we get ready to take my homegirl home first. Note, I don't know if this is a thing in the South, but where I'm from, you don't just go chill. Now, my friend, she lived in the projects here. This is like my third encounter in somebody projects. Where I'm from, you don't go chill in nobody projects if you don't know nobody over there. I only knew her and her family. I didn't know no other niggas over there. He didn't know it. Like I said, he wasn't even from this part of Alabama. He's from another part of Alabama. So we go and we get ready to take her home. We pull up in front of her building or whatever. Mind you, in the projects. So I'm already like sketchy. Like, bro, y'all niggas, we like, where I'm from, what we doing right now, we really sitting ducks. But they don't seem worried about it. So we talking, and we basically, I can remember us talking about like the day at work or something like that, right? So I'm in the back, my homegirl is in front of me in the passenger seat, and my homeboy, he's in the driver's seat. So we talking, and I got a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like just the way I look, I can tell I'm already a fucking target. I got a black hoodie on, and it's over my head. But it was cold because my man's heat didn't work. So I got the hoodie on, and we talking, we laughing, joking, and a car start creeping up behind us. And I'm not paying it no mind because we right in front of her building. So the car start creeping up behind us. I'm thinking he just riding slow, speed bumps. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So then the car, and it pulls up right alongside of us. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking she probably know them. But when he pull up, I see them first because he's coming from behind us. So I'm looking at him, and he's mean mugging the shit out of us. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga, right? So as he pull up, he just looking at the car hard as hell. I'm like, I don't know what he looking at. So I'm like mean mugging him back because when I look in his back seat, he had a baby. What is it? A baby seat back there. So I'm like, nigga, you tough looking, doing all this face grilling, and you got a baby seat in the back. Nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing, but I'm like looking at nigga like, what the fuck wrong with you? What you looking at? He goes on. And so I'm like, I asked my homegirl, I'm like, yo, you know that nigga? She was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, whatever. Time go by. We continue talking, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I'm on high alert. Because I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm still in somebody's projects. I don't know what the hell is going on. We stay in the car about 5 or 10 more minutes. We talking, laughing, joking. Mind you, I still have my hood up. It's cold in the motherfucker outside. Next thing I know, it's a nigga walk up, right? He walks up behind the car. Mind you, the other car that had just drove by, he had drove like to the end of the block or whatever, and he like turned. So the nigga that walks up, he ain't had no mask on, he ain't had no hoodie on, no nothing. He looking at us crazy. I'm like, yo, what's good? My homeboy was like, what's good, nigga? He was like, y'all know somebody around here? And I was like, my homegirl live right here. And he was like, oh, y'all live around here? He's like, no, nigga, I just told you my homegirl live right here. What's up? Like, this thing I know, this nigga put out a big ass gun, bro. A big ass gun. This gun is like a big ass Glock or some shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga finna pop my ass, bro. So my homegirl, she didn't see him pull out the gun. So she was like, nah, nigga, I live right here, blah, blah. I just knew it was done. I said, nigga, if this nigga shoot me, he just gonna have to shoot me in the side and the ass. I'm finna. So I put my hood, I tighten my hood up, and I just ball up in the back seat because I'm thinking he finna just light the car up, right? So I get down, and they looking, and as soon as I get down, you just hear shots. Boom, 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 boom. And like, it was so close, I can hear the shell casings hitting the ground, right? Then next thing you know, you hear another gun go off. Bow, 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 bow. The nigga had drove by us the first time. These niggas was shooting at each other. They had beef with each other, and I guess they was looking for each other. And I'm like, yo, we was like in the middle of the shots ringing off. Bro, my homeboy started that bucket so quick, skirted off and peeled off, my nigga. Bro, we didn't know what to do, bro. Like, I literally thought my life literally flashed before my eyes. I was like, this nigga finna shoot this car up. But they was shooting at each other. And it was like, it was crazy because we were just on some regular, just chill shit. And we was caught in the middle of that, man. It was scary. But I'm just thankful that we lived. No stray bullets hit us. Niggas must ain't had no aim. Or they was just trying to scare each other. I don't know. But them niggas basically was looking for each other, and they thought that we was the ones, you know what I'm saying? They thought we was the enemy. It was crazy. So we drove around for probably like another 20, 30 minutes, man, till everything cooled down. And we drove my friend back home. And I was like, yo, you just need me to walk you to the door, man. I got you. You know, she got out. She went home. My homeboy took me home. I was like, man, that shit crazy. You know, and it's crazy because another situation happened in that car, another shooting, but I'll say that for another story time. But yeah, man, that's the time I was caught up in a weird ass drive-by, man, that I ain't had nothing to do with, but I was caught in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying? But just to think that if he would have shot first, what if he would have shot first before checking? I could have been gone. I could have been, you know what I'm saying? I could have been just out of here. But luckily he checked first. That nigga checked first. Even the first nigga, he could have pulled up and just sprayed the whole car up. But luckily them niggas checked first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was the time I was caught in between a whole drive-by, a shootout, whatever you want to call it, man. But hey, a nigga still here, man. But yeah, that's it, bro. I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, the time I was caught up in that shit. So yeah, peace.